Welcome back, builders, to Fluffy's Brick Studio. Today we're going to be going over how to make a MILS plate. And not only are we going to go about how to make a MILS plate, I'm also going to show you how to add wireless function into the MILS plate so you can interconnect two buildings together wirelessly if you are lighting your sets up only. So if your set's lit, it will go down to the bottom of the MILS plate, two wireless plates on each side of the plate. So when one MILS plate comes up with the other, they will power each other. So you only have one USB, not 20 for each building. So first you're going to need a 32 by 32 plate. You get this with every set. 16 8 by 8 plates, 25 2 by 2 bricks, 2 1 by 2 Technic piece brick, 8 1 by 4 Technic brick. You're going to need one of their tethers. So when you get the split dock, which is also one of the things you're going to need, it gives you a tether. So you can either buy separate 1 by 2s, or if you really don't care about having the little extra flange, you can just use the one that comes with the split dock. So you're going to need a 1 by 2 tether, or you just use a tether that comes with the split dock. You're also going to need your flux touch plate, the 2.0 flux touch plate. It comes with one male and one female touch plate in the twin peg. Last off you're going to need is the split dock. In the split dock, it comes with the tether piece, because sometimes if you want, you can hook the split dock onto the tether piece. So it comes with a tether. So if you're okay with just using the 1 by 4, you can do it that way. Other than that, get several 1 by 2 tether pieces around the Light My Brick website. You're also going to need, you either can get this ahead of time, one time, or you can wait until you use the light kit from Light My Brick, but you're also going to need a power belt. And what this belt is going to do, it's what's going to send the power from the MILS plate to the thing. What I suggest is you buy one as an extra so you can be able to wire the MILS plate before you start with the light kit. And then you'll take the one from that light kit and just set it to the side. All right, we're going to start with the actual MILS plate design itself. So really start with all the four corners. Put one of the 1 by 2, the 2 by 2 bricks. And if I'm correct, it's 5 6 6 5. So in other words, 1 2 3 4 5 here, and then you're gonna be 6. 1 2 3 4 5 6. So here, and then we're gonna do the same thing. 1 2 3 4 5 6, and that should be 5. 1 2 3 4 5. As you got that, now let's add them all in a row together. Now that you got all the 2 by 2s put down, best way to do it is make an L on the outside. Like I said, the 6 on each side of the middle, and then it goes 5 on the ones closer to the corner. That's the best way to split them up so it fits perfectly. Next, you're going to take the 1 by 4 brick technical, the ones with the 3 holes, and you're going to put them on each corner area. And what this does, it gives you a point if you choose to use Technic pieces to be able to hold each together. It is literally personal preference. I'm going to try them both ways when I actually connect them, but if you want to be able to connect them together, you can do so, and it also gives it more surface space on the corner. So it's a multi-purpose method. Now, we're going to have to take and set these to the side, because one's going to go to each side. This is only if your building is straight. If yours is a corner building, it's going to have to be different. You're also going to need these. The 16 top 8 by 8 plates you're going to use for last. So right off the bat, you're going to take your split dock, set that tether piece aside because we already have one. I do the rule of thumb as I put it right there. The middle brick on the opposite side of the middle brick, that's where you're going to want it to go. Depending which way your method goes, make sure you always do it the same way, regardless. Because if you change this up, it's not going to work. So my best bet for you to do is I would put the male on this side and the female on this side. All right. After you got that split dock in, you're then going to take these. You're going to take the pieces with the holes. You're going to put one flush in on this side, which this side is going to, you're going to start with the male. One male on this side, one female on this side. Then take this one, put the tether piece on the end, and you're going to put that one in. So this is going to be up front, and this one's going to be up back. That's going to be just like that. So since this side's going to be the male side, you want the sides with the prongs. So you take this off, you put this under it, make sure the wire goes below, in between on these. Take your split dock, and you can literally attach it to the right side, the first plug. The first plug, put that one in. Now come with this side, take this off. Why you have to put this tether piece is because if you did it this way without the tether piece, it would not touch each other. It's just a little off. The tether piece gives it that little extra gap fill. So then make sure the wire goes under. Make sure that is flush to the back side of this, which pushes it up. So when the two hit each other from each side, they will prong. Then you're going to want to take this wire, plug it all the way to the right side, closest to you, or left side, all the way closest to you. And then this one that I told you were going to save goes in any one of the two. So my theory of this is if you're going to do a road and you're going to power the road, you can then take one of the belts, send it from under here, and ride it to the front, and they'll attach into the road section. But we're not doing a road, at least not in this design. So you take these two off. I don't know. You're going to have to look ahead of time to figure out where in your situation is the belt going to land. Like, you might not be able to put it here. Sometimes you might have to run it here. You got to look ahead in your light kit to figure out where is this belt going to land in the actual light kit. So just for basic and just for the example, this is how it'd be. So in other words, two buildings will be able to push up against each other and power each other from the MILS plate. And this is what's going to go to the light kit brick so you can give the power to the building. So since you've got all this done, make sure the wires are pushed down. I mean, you can do something fancy of, you want to put that here and then put that in the middle and then press those in. You're more than welcome to do that. That is an option. When you're getting those, make sure you are getting the 15 centimeter one, because the other one will be too small. After you got those on, you then take your 16 8x8 plates and put those flat on top. Now, once you got the last one on, that's it. It's done. This is going to be the normal power that they give you in any light kit that is usually going to be connected into the flux part. They'll give this to you in any adapter. So instead of us taking this and using this right now, we'll just save it. We're going to have a bunch of flux pieces. This is to the power. You attach the MILS female side to this one, and you attach the male flux side to this one, and this is how you're going to be able to connect two buildings put together wirelessly whatever building you're going to use last, as in that's going to be the first one, it's going to be the building the power. Instead of using the male side on here, instead of using the male side, put a belt with the flux on. Or what I'm going to do is I got a big one. Where is it? Or you can get the white 120 millimeter, attach that there, and gives you 120 millimeter stretched out almost to your outlet. That's what I would recommend to do. I'm not saying that's what you should get right now. This is just how to do it in this setup. This is how you can be able to make your MILS plate wireless and how to easily make a MILS plate. It's not cheap. It's a stronger, more affordable. I wouldn't say more affordable. It's a stronger and more neater way to be able to light your modular buildings and to make them more sturdier instead of on a flimsy plate. All right, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope this was very knowledgeable. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments, or you can reach me out on Discord. The link is in the description. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. I'll see you guys all again next time. As always, keep building your life just one small brick at a time. Bye for now.